So Imam Tahawi says, La yasihul iman. Someone's iman, his faith is not correct, biru'ya, in seeing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, meaning the event that we will see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the Day of Judgment, the Ahlul Dar salam, for the people of paradise, is not correct if liman i'tabaraha minhum biwaham. Those people who say seeing is imagining Allah, aw ta'awwalaha bifahm, or they interpret seeing Allah as a special understanding Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives to us. This is not correct, because this is a sifa that's connected to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's dhatiyah. Seeing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the vision of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the ru'ya, is connected to dhatiyah. He doesn't have a hud, he doesn't have a ghayat. He doesn't have a end or a barrier. That means that the endless one cannot be expressed with our minds or imaginations, understanding how we're going to see the endless one. So here it says, إِذْ كَانَ تَأْوِيلُ رُؤْيَا, and if the explanation of seeing Allah, وَتَأْوِيلُ كُلُّ مَعْنٍ يُضَافُ إِلَى الرُّبُوبِيَّةِ, and every explanation to every meaning that's connected to Allah's self, His lordship and His self, بِتَرْكُ تَأْوِيل, it is that we leave off explaining it, وَلَازُومُ التَّسْلِيمِ, and we compulsatorily submit to it, وَعَلَيْهِ دِينُ الْمُسْلِمِينَ, upon this is the religion of the Muslims. This is because, as Imam Tahawi is about to say, that Ta'al al-Hadudi wal-Ghayat, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is transcendent from having an end or a limit, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the limitless one. He is beyond the meanings of bodies, which he says up here, وَمَنْ وَصَفَ اللَّهُ تَعَالَى, whoever attributes to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala بِمَعْنَى, meaning, min ma'ani, from the meanings of al-bashar, human beings, bodies, فَقَدْ كَفَرْ, indeed he has committed disbelief. So because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is beyond the concept and beyond the meaning of bodies, it's impossible for our minds or imaginations or understandings to interpret what it means to see the endless one. He's not a body. We know how to see bodies, but we cannot explain how to see something that's beyond a body. So we're not allowed to explain or interpret it. We're only allowed to do tanzihi, to negate likeness to creation of this. وَمَنْ, and whoever is the one who does not يَتَوَقَّ النَّفْيَ وَتَشْبِيهِ, guard himself from the nafya, from negating Allah's attributes, وَتَشْبِيهِ, or taking them literally, making Allah a body, زَلَّ وَلَمْ يُثْبِتْ تَنْزِيهِ, he has slipped and he hasn't achieved tanzih, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's transcendence. وَإِنَّ رَبَّنَا جَلَّ وَعَلَا, indeed our Lord, the Most High and Sublime, مَوْصُوفٌ, he is attributed بِصِفَاتِ الْوَحْدَانِيَةِ, with attributes of oneness. مَنْعُوتٌ بِنُعُوتِ الْفَرْدَانِيَةِ, he is attributed with attributes of fardani, uniqueness. There's nothing like him. He's not a body. He's beyond the meaning of body. لَيْسَ فِي مَعْنَهُ أَحَدٌ مِنَ الْبَرِيَّةِ, there's nothing in his meanings, any of the creatures, bariya. وَتَعَالْ عَنْ الْحَدُودِ, this is the part I want you to memorize. تَعَالْ عَنْ الْحَدُودِ, Allah is transcendent from hadud, having an end, وَالْغَيَات, or a limit, وَالْأَرْكَان, having structures, physical form, وَالْأَعْضَاء, having organs, وَأَدَوَات, adawat we will translate as limbs, but it means an apparatus you do something with. Adawat means you hear with ears, you see with eyes, you grasp with the hand. A lot is transcendent over those things. La tahwihi, it doesn't contain him. Jihatu sit, the 6 directions. Kasairil mubtada'at, just like all created beings are contained by 6 directions, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not contained by 6 directions. So inshallah, I want you to memorize this. This is your ammunition. But this is the whole conversation, but you have to memorize وَتَعَالْ عَنِ الْحَدُودِ وَالْغَيَاتِ وَالْأَرْكَانِ وَأَضْوَاءِ وَأَدَوَاتِ وَلَا تَحْوِي جِهَاتُ سِتْ كَسَائِرِ الْمُبْتَدَعَاتِ, inshallah ta'ala. And if you go to the very end of Aqeedah Tahawi, Imam Tahawi says, وَهُوَ بَيْنَ الْغُلُولِ, what is the deen of Islam? It is between ghulul, extremism, وَتَقْصِير, and having no religion. Everything's halal. It's between everything's haram, and ghulul means everything's haram, and taqsir means everything's halal. It's between those two. وَبَيْنَ, and between tashbihi wa ta'atil, between liking Allah to creation, taking his attributes literally, wa ta'atil, or interpreting them away and saying Allah doesn't have these attributes, which is what the Mu'tazila and the Jahmiyyah did. وَبَيْنَ الْجَبْرِ وَالْقَدْرِ, in between Jabr and Qadr, between believing, this is referring to Jabariyah and the Qadariyah, the 2 deviant groups, between saying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forces us to do our actions and the belief that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has no power over us, that we have complete free will. It's between those two things. وَبَيْنَ الْأَمْنِ وَالْيَاسِ, and between being free from Allah's punishment, وَالْإِيَاسِ, and being disappointed of Allah's mercy. فهذا ديننا واعتقادنا ظاهر وباطنا ونحن براء إلى الله تعالى من كل من خالف الذي ذكرناه وبيناه. And this is, I want to show you this. It says this is our religion and our aqeedah that is apparent and hidden, and we're free, bara'un, to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And every person that khalif, who opposes us, in the thing that we ذكرناه وبيناه, that we have mentioned and clarified. If you go to the beginning of Aqeedah Tahawiyah, هذا ذكر بيان عقيدة أهل السنة والجماعة. Some versions say aqaid, some versions say aqeedah. It doesn't matter, same thing. هذا ذكر, this is the mentioning, وبيان, and clarification. The Salafis will tell you this book is not clear, but Imam Tahawi begins with ذكر بيان and ends with ذكرناه وبيانه. Mentioning and clarification, what we mentioned, what we clarified. So this is a very clear text, inshallah ta'ala. I recommend you go through the whole thing. It's 15 pages. And those parts I just showed you, you have to master, inshallah ta'ala.